Hello, it's Father Matthew again. Just wanting to say hello and to say I hope you're all okay, that you're being looked after, and that you're looking after others. Um, yeah, we're still here in this position, and it's hard to know how long this is going to last. And I suppose there's something about that not knowing that sometimes makes it more difficult. I mean, if we knew, for example, that it was going to be 2 weeks, that would be okay. If we knew it was going to be 2 months, at least we would know that there was an end. But I suppose all this waiting around to find out is rather difficult. And actually, it's something that I've done a lot in my life, having to sort of wait around and see what happens. And of course, when I'm feeling holy and pious and everything else, then I can say, well, you know, we're waiting on the Lord, and the Lord will show us and guide us and all the rest of it. But actually, if we're really honest, we get rather frustrated with that. And I suppose for me, it was like the journey towards getting this job permanently. It was all going well really until the end of my curacy in Blackpool, when my marriage broke, and and then it was like, oh well, go here for a year, go there for a year, do this for a bit. And there was no sense really of what's going to happen afterwards. There was no sense of anybody saying, well, do this for a bit and then you can do this. It was kind of often getting to quite near the last minute of things, and until I found out. And of course people say, well, just keep trusting and praying and all the rest of it. And but there was I thinking, I just want to know. I want to know. So that kind of journey is one I've been on, for a large part of my life, really. Um, so this period of not knowing how long things are going to take, or when we're going to get back to normal, if we're going to get back to normal, um, it can be quite frustrating. Um, but I suppose the important thing is that although we are physically separated, we are all in this together. And I suppose one of the reasons for doing these videos where I just ramble on for about 5 minutes, and the services I do and all the rest of it, is so that we can still feel connected. Because it's the body of Christ. We don't need to be physically together for the body to be whole. In an ideal world, we would be together, worshipping together and all the rest of it. But it is not essential in the sense that we are still the body of Christ, even if we can't meet. And one of the things I've been thinking about is Holy Week, because of course this Sunday is Palm Sunday, and we're not going to have the usual distribution of palms and blessing of palms and all the rest of it. I will record a service in the morning and read the Palm Gospel, and then the Passion Gospel and all the rest of it. But then as we go into Holy Week, it's going to be very strange, because so much of what we do is done together, and especially Maundy Thursday, when what I normally do is after the sermon, I have to kind of put my money where my mouth is, and I always wash the 12 feet, kind of living out what Christ did. And I'm going to miss that, to be honest. People are always embarrassed when I ask them if they'll let me do it, but it's a moment I'll miss, because it's one of the most deeply moving moments of the year. Is people sitting, 12 of my parishioners sit in front of me, and I kneel down in front of them and wash their feet. It's so profoundly moving, and yet won't happen this year. Then of course there's Good Friday, when I bring a big crucifix that I've got in the room upstairs and invite people to come and venerate the cross in a way that they feel comfortable doing. Some people kiss the cross, some people bow, some people pray from where they're sitting, and that's all okay. But that can happen. So I'll probably do some prayers in front of the crucifix on Good Friday. And then, of course, there's the Easter Vigil, where the new candles are blessed. And I will bless the candles, and I will light them, and I will sing the Exultet, the song of thanks and praise for the light of Christ. And I'll do a vigil service here. But it won't be the same. It won't be the same without all of you. So it's going to be very different. Yeah. That's all I have to say about that, really. I did have another weird dream last night. I was driving around and I was going down one of those really thin roads, where you struggle to get down. And I went into a car and smashed all the siding as I went round. And there was an awful noise of sort of crushing metal, and I drove off. And but my conscience got the better of me, and I drove back round to just in front of where the car and saw the damage that I did. And I was sitting there thinking, will I confess? Will I sort it out? And it's at that point I woke up, so I don't know what I did. Of course, if that happens, do let people know, do sort things out properly. Of course, I'm the world's best driver, so that's never happened to me. But anyway, that was last night's weird dream. But as I say, I hope you're okay. I'm nearly at the end of the electoral roll, at least people who aren't online, as you all are. So I'll sort of keep going round it, and it's lovely to hear from you all and to speak to you from time to time. So look after yourselves and each other, and may God bless. Bye for now.